Star Citizen Alpha 3.15 has some big changes coming to the inventory system. Inventory improvements here are a big step towards a fully physicalized universe for Star Citizen in the future. In 3.15, you'll only be able to access items that you have with you or are proximate to you, and your carrying space is very limited. This could see players focusing on a particular role, as they prefer to carry certain weapons, or someone will have a load of food with them, or a load of medical equipment with them and be a field medic, with all those new healing items that 3.15 has to offer. We will still have access to the Vehicle Manager app for vehicle customization, but the PMA, the Personal Manager app, is being replaced with the local inventory system. So you'll have access to your own local inventory yourself, so you'll be able to open up your inventory and move items from your character into different pockets, or to the local area that you're in, be that a ship, be that a container, be that a landing zone. You have lots of room at a landing zone or planetary location, but it is not infinite, and it's not shared between the landing zones. At Horizon, you'll only be able to access your items that are at Horizon. When you open your inventory, you'll have your personal inventory that you're carrying on the left and the local inventory on the right. You'll move the items you want to take with you onto your character's sort of pockets or backpack or attachment points if you want to have them as part of your sort of equipment. It's all a drag and drop system. When you spawn for the first time now, though, in 3.15, you're going to set your home residence, Horizon or Microtech, for example, and then that is going to be the typical default place that you respawn, or at least the closest hospital to that, but it's also where all of your items that you currently have on your account are going to be deposited. All of your starting inventory, all of your gear, all of your ships, that goes there. Bam! Ships and vehicles also have their own local inventory. You'll need to be inside the ship to access it. Larger ships have more space, and at this time are representative of lockers and cupboards in them and items you're putting in there. You can move the items from location to ship to player, as long as you are at the appropriate location. There are also external containers that can be on the side of a ship or vehicle, or they can also be boxes that you'll find that are lootables. It is confirmed that corpses will be lootable as well. You'll even be able to loot a body's armor, dragging it off them and putting it on you. Backpacks are separate items from armor, but you can't wear a heavy backpack on light armor. You could technically wear a light backpack on all armors, light, medium and heavy, but you need to have armor of at least the same size or greater to put the appropriate backpack on. To help track everything, there's the new Asset Manager, Knickknacks, that has all your items listed and their locations, and you'll be able to find, hopefully, what you're looking for. So, there you have it. A big breakdown in how we carry stuff and what we have access to and where. There is going to be lots of people coveting your golden armor, so watch out, concierge members. We don't know how you're going to be getting items back either. So it's quite possible you won't get these items back if you lose like a flare item or a golden gun or whatever until the next major patch. And it might be a bit of a loot extravaganza with people literally just going a bit crazy and trying to take everything they can. People could be carrying quite a lot on them in terms of FPS equipment and gear and sort of medical items and that sort of jazz. But there's also the new medical mechanics now where that person may not be dead when you knock them down and their teammates may be able to revive them. I think a bit of a concern for me is that if you are hoping that someone's going to help you, they might just murder you instead and then steal all of your stuff. There's some other bits and bobs we don't know as well. How much gear can you store at a location? Is there a limit on ship storage at planetary locations and stations? I think it's going to be pretty difficult to move large amounts of ships for a character from one location to another. You might need a few people to help you do that, or at least one person to help you move you back to the location where your ships are to where you want, and then you're taking your ship to that new location, because otherwise you can't get back to the original location without taking your ship there. Do you see what I mean? It's going to be very interesting at the least, and I suspect that players will have a lot of ships at a lot of different locations after this patch from renting and purchasing them. A genuine concern I have, though, is could I be in a position where I respawn somewhere and I don't have any ships there? Well, that actually looks very possible if I take a ship away from my default location, so I've got no ships there, and then land it somewhere else, and then die. Well, how do I get my ship back? Maybe I'll still be able to reclaim ships at any location, but you'll have to pay the expedited fee or wait long enough time. So yeah, maybe they'll do it like that. I suppose there's just a lot of questions that remain unanswered, and I can foresee a lot of edge cases with inventory, and in some situations it might be a bit annoying and fiddly going, hang on, how do I get these items from here to here? Or, oh, I've just died. Well, actually, does that mean I don't have a flight suit anymore? A lot of stuff like this does get fixed in the PTU phase, Evocati phase, first wave PTU, all that sort of stuff before a live build, and I am keenly awaiting Alpha 3.15 and all its changes. They're just on the horizon. Within the next few weeks, we should have that patch in our hands. We've got CitizenCon coming up on the 9th of October as well, so as and when we can cover 3.15 after it's out of the Evocati phase, and we will be talking about it a lot more when it goes to first wave PTU or anything that becomes public knowledge about that patch. You'll see it on my channel. Bam! Thanks very much for listening, guys. I'm interested to know what you think. Are you excited about inventory? What edge cases and problems do you foresee? Are you happy about the inventory changes? Do you think it's going to have positive effects on the game? Or do you think it's fiddly and annoying? Whatever your thoughts, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Some people say I shill for NordVPN, but listen to some of these comments that I just made up. I've never fed the love of a woman before, but then I got NordVPN, and that didn't matter. Doctor said I'd never walk again, but then I got NordVPN. Now I've been running marathons. Also, I got robot legs around the same time. They might have helped somewhat too. I was a tone-deaf pirate, but after getting NordVPN, I'm able to play the saxophone. Go on, Zin, try and animate all of this. Click the links below to get NordVPN. It might lead you to a more fulfilling life, but more likely, it will just help protect you from the terrors of the internet. Every month we have a ship giveaway. For September, it's for another Mercury Star Runner. I love that ship. It's a great way to try a huge portion of Star Citizen's gameplay. If you want a chance of winning that, just comment on any of my videos made during the month. If you'd like to further support the channel, be sure to check out that join button underneath my videos. There's also links to my Patreon, which also helps loads as well, direct donations, and just commenting, subscribing, liking, all that sort of jazz goes a huge way to helping the channel. Thank you so much for watching, guys. You take care, and I hope to see you in the verse.